In this video, I'm going to be installing the Lightailing LED kit into the Lego Ford Mustang. And first, let's see what's in the box. So, we have a packet with instructions and a bag with a couple of bags in. That one looks like it's got battery pack in with the USB socket, and that's got the pieces with the LEDs in. Put back to one side. Yeah, fairly standard battery pack. 3 AA batteries, and it ends on a USB. So, back to one side. And this bag is the important one, really. And the way Lightailing tend to do their lights, it's essentially a long string of pieces all wired together, connected to a USB lead. So if I untangle this lot, should become a bit clearer. So USB lead, USB plug, and then off the back of that we have all of these Lego parts, official Lego parts. But what you'll find, an untangle one, is there we go, get in there. If you look closely at these parts, it's a standard Lego piece. If that'll focus, I don't know if it will, there we go. But it has an LED inside it, same with that. So it does make these kits really easy to fit compared to something like the Bixmax. But what I do like about the Bixmax is you have the flexibility of sort of routing the wiring the way you want, and connecting the wires the way you want thanks to their little patch panel system. Let's have a look in the manual. Only slight concern I have is when I built the Mustang, I didn't put the stupid big engine on it, which this kit looks like it needs a stupid big engine. Yeah. I personally prefer it without that. So what I'll probably end up doing is seeing if I can just install the bits which don't go into the engine, or on that part of the engine, and then hide the spare lights, which we shall see. Okay, and there's the kit. So where does this start? Obviously it starts on the piece which I'm not particularly interested in, which is that big engine. So let's see how this does it. Yeah, it starts by dismantling the front. So what are we doing here? We'll take this whole front section off. Okay, yep, that pops off nicely. And then take that and that side, take those pieces off, and And yes, it wants this front engine block piece. That's out. And then these headlights, which are the pieces which will be replacing. And this plate there. Okay. Next. Oh, there's still dismantling pieces by the looks of it. Yeah. So, out this piece. And so the piece at the front. Lifted. So make sure that's still in place. Okay, so I'm guessing these are the headlights. Check to see what this is doing. So yeah, these are going to replace these pieces here, so these can come off. But more came off than we wanted to. That's probably easy straight to it. So yeah, lift that up. The pieces we've got are going to replace the two lights there and these two main headlights. Now, looking at the instructions, it wants me to lift this piece out. And it wants to bring the cables over here. So yeah, so it goes under the wheel arch, take it around the side there, goes under this wheel arch, then up and out the top. Delete them both sides. Yeah, it's probably going to be worth me undoing this as well. These three are the three which I'm not going to be using, so what I'm going to do well, yeah, just going to coil these back up. Find that cable tie I've just discarded. Just untie these off. For now at least. It does mean I'm going to have a bunch of lights coming out of nowhere, but as I said, I may have just cocked up on the order when I ordered this. Because they may well do a version which doesn't need those lights, but that's not the version I happen to have it. Right, so we have the headlight lights, and this looks really straightforward. So fine, that goes in there, and it stretches across. Yeah. So take a little fog light. One goes in there, and these need to be separated. Handy little separation tool, although I found these in the past to be somewhat awkward. Yeah, I need another piece. what I found with these, and save yourself a bit of time if you happen to have one of these little rods spare, stick it in the top, use the separation tool, and it just pops off. And the same with this one, stick it in the top, use the separation tool on the bottom, and then nicely comes away. So that goes over LED on there and goes over the LED on this one. And this, the fog light piece goes into there. Okay, so they're in place. Oh, I think, yeah, it's into a 3. Yeah, so that headlight goes onto there. And see how, oh yeah, there's a little space next to that grey plate there which this cable will run nicely past. I think what I'm going to do at this stage, just to hold it in place, is put this piece back. Now, that may need to move. That will run across there, and then this piece can fit in here. Yeah, a lot of the thing with these kits is cable management, making sure you've got the space to run the cables. Right, there we go. And now these can go back on. Same on this side. And I think there's enough give on these two pieces to not have to worry too much about the cabling. And now this goes back over there, and what we can do is feed the cable under there to hold it in place, which I think is what this is doing, but it's not very clear. Yes, to be honest, I'd be tempted. I'm just going to push it further back that way. Yeah, I think I will do, because it's not getting in the way of anything, and it keeps the cables nicely out of view. Under there. Okay, now this can go back. Yep. And so that's that back in place. Oh, yeah. And yep. Right. Now, this could be a job for the tweezers. Just moving that out of the way, so I'll put this piece back in. I'll similarly do the same on this side. That won't give me enough slack. Maybe not. That's a shame. Let's bring that forward. And that can hold that in place. That just sit. And there. I lost a piece. Ah, yeah. So it's gone on there. Right. So look. It was slightly problematic to put back together, but improvement. Yeah, it's cables proving it online and at fault. Let's just turn it so the cable's further down. See if that's any better. It doesn't seem to stay together, but I think that's actually more how loose this kit is than anything else. Why? Well, this kit just does not want to stay together. It's really loose fitting. Right. And same on this side. I've got the same problem, I think. I think we have the slack. Right, back to not necessarily square one, but let's rethink this a bit. There. That can sit there. Right. It goes together and it got it now. Right. Okay, I think that's in. Still not particularly tight fit, but it is there. Nothing I will do, actually, what I should have done at the start, just to make sure, you know, I haven't sent me your faulty equipment. Let's give it a quick test. Yeah, that looks good. That's the other advantage of the way Lightailing does this, is you can't test it straight away. Unlike Bixmax, where you have to be halfway through and wire the thing in before you can actually test it. Really. Yeah, next step in this is to put those LEDs onto the engine block, but since I'm not using that, I'm now wondering if I can just hide these under the bonnet, at least for now, which I probably can. So, take these. Feed them through the same way. Oh, I might turn through the other wheel well. Take this side out. You can see the pliers coming in handy again. Little tweezers. I've got to bring them through. Actually, no, I've changed my mind. I will take them through the same way because at least then all the cables go in from the same place and in the same direction. So, it makes sense to move all of this onto this side with that over there. Oh, I think I've just lost my registration plate. But we shall see. Forget this. Back. Right, and all I'm going to do is find somewhere these can live and they don't get in the way. Like just right. Actually, put that one there. Yep. And then come down here. Actually, you still get a nice bit of engine glow through this front panel. Okay. These are going to the back. And hopefully they've given enough cables. I did have a kit once where the cable that was wired in wasn't actually long enough to get where it needed to be. To be fair to them, as soon as I highlighted the problem, they sent me a replacement. So no problems there at all. Okay, so now we're looking at the rear. Right, now this one's got all my spare pieces in it, so that way. I'll get rid of all my replacement registration plates and the bits and pieces because they're just going to go everywhere on the side. And yeah, this plate comes out. Oh yeah, so I'll see what they're going to do here. I think we've got these lights. Actually, I'll put that down there. So yeah, I suspect each of these red pieces are going to get replaced with an LED equivalent. And yeah, take that out for now. There. And looking at this, what else has come out? What was I going to say? Oh yeah, that's just the top of that. Okay, that picture doesn't help at all. Oh, okay. Right, so what it's doing here, how is it doing that? It wants me to take, oh, okay, there's a tiny little gap, which it wants me to feed these through by the looks of it. Yeah, this could be a challenge. So, now it's clear on the camera, but you can see my finger, there's a tiny little gap there where it wants these to go through. Now, I can't see an obvious way to make that any bigger without actually, and again, I can take that piece out. Yeah, that makes life a lot easier. Yeah, so right. So that's the other thing with the Bix Max, because you're only doing a couple of lights at a time, you're not constantly dealing with a tangle of wires. But you do have the disadvantage of having to sort of force LEDs inside of bricks, whereas this is that side of it all being done for you with these. And that's those through, and I'm guessing, yeah, and needs these two as well. Okay. I'll leave that ribbon for now. Okay. Okay. So, I also want this piece through. So yeah, all of them come through. And the next task is to feed that. Well, actually, goes behind the seat and sits there, and then the takes that to there. So I'll just pop this side up and just run between the first two pegs, loops, whatever you want to call them. Can. So running them between those two and trying to keep them there while I put this piece back, which is always the challenge. Yeah. Yeah, an extra pair of hands is always handy with these things, but I don't have to have that. Right. Let's do that. Because what might have been worth doing is twisting these together. I'll save myself a bit of hassle, but that does make the underlying cable a bit thicker. Right. So give that a little tug. That's interesting. It's taking it to the other side. I would have expected it to go to that side. That seems a bit strange. Usually cheat it this way, put it down the side of the seat. But yeah, it seems a bit odd. Okay. Right, let's pop that off and pop that one off. You've got these little rear lights. I think, yeah, these ones actually runs the cable under that rear bumper, so leave that there for now. So yeah, so that just fits in there, and I've just knocked the front off again. Great. I think what I'll do is stick them just above the exhaust. I'll just tidy them up a little bit, and I'll put that back on, which fell off earlier. Yeah. And that can go back on. Yeah, there's always bits dropping off, but you know, that's Lego for you. It's one thing I don't do with my Lego is glue anything together. I just don't agree with it. Okay, actually, yeah, they took the cable over the top, but I actually think that's a neater solution because you know, there's no extra cable there. Okay, now, yeah. So, I guess of dismantling this. And so that goes in like so. So what we want is a connected end. Just seems to come cut off at some point without me noticing, but I don't know how far that through. But we now have a rear light, but thanks to the cabling, I don't know how clear it is on the camera, but you can see that just looks horrendous, frankly. So I was saying if they'd taken the leads out of the thin end, that would be a lot easier. Unfortunately, the only other option would be to take the leads out the front, but then you're going to have cables in front of the LEDs, which doesn't really work either. Not sure what the easiest option is going to be here. So, I'm going to try something. See what I do is take the individual cables either side. No, I'm not sure it will make that much difference. But I will wait to find out. So there's probably more the point at which the cables come out of the piece that's causing the issue rather than the cables themselves. Yeah, that's still showing quite a bit of movement. Of course, in their pictures it looks perfectly fine, but yeah, I think we'll just go back to the way it was and have to live with it. I just hope I haven't damaged any of the cables while doing this, because these are quite delicate. said, that's not fantastic, but it probably still fit. Right, let's just see if it does still go in. We'll do in the next one. Yeah, no to do on the cable. Right, so I do that. It was there. So yeah, okay, yeah, that's not too bad from that side. And then yeah, that can run along the base and do a similar thing on the other side. Oh, actually, yeah, I forgot that piece. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to go in that way. So positioning the cables so once the piece is in, everything goes down the bottom, so it all runs along the base. So you're not having cables flying around in the air. As much as possible. And next one, this one's been a pain. Why is that one being awkward? Yeah, this one does not want to go in. Don't know if it's cable or the glue. As I do occasionally find that one's glued the LED in it, that in and of itself causes problems. Actually, what I will do, I'll put the rest of these together. That piece on there. Oh, yeah, that was a bit of a struggle as well. Let's see if I can get this actually on. Yeah, not the same sort of thing going on there, but that is the nature of the beast, unfortunately. And there we are. Now it's just a case of run that behind there and put this piece back on. Yeah, this is all a bit messy. Right, if I can put any of the slack through. What I'm going to do here as well, as I'm still not that impressed with what they did on that roof light, so let's see if I can put that on there. There we go. Let's just hold that one a bit more in place. And yeah, put these down through. There's one thing it does come with is an extra little piece here to help hold things in place. Although it isn't covering all of these cables, which is mildly annoying. But yeah, what can we do? Right, I'll put this piece back. Hopefully there is that little gap, so shouldn't have to actually jam the cables into anything. It would be nice if we could hold that down, and what I might do, actually, use one of these. Maybe two. that. And just, you know, without a sign unless you open the boot, and it holds those in place quite nicely. Okay, right, so this, yeah, that sits on there. Yeah, one thing I did find with this kit, it's one of the least sturdy kits. Things just tend to drop off at the slightest breath. Where are these from? They seem to have proverbial bits left over. They aren't part of the ones I've removed. They aren't part of the actual lighting. So it's now got me puzzled as to where they've actually come from. But before I sort that out, I shall clean this bit up. So what it's going to do here is to put that there to hold them in place, but yeah, still all of this, which to be fair is not great. Right. Yeah, run that under there, which is actually, that's got a nice little bit of space. So this sits nicely there. There doesn't seem to be an obvious way to run that down, unfortunately, but again, could make use of one of those spare pieces I've just pulled out, just to hold that in place there. So there's a little bit of a mess back here. It is somewhat annoying that they couldn't put more than through that piece. I think what I'm going to have to do is this bit of cable tie, just to get these under some level of control. Yeah, it's a bit better. Right, let's just do a quick test. Yeah, we have rear lights. Oh, actually, I'll turn this light off so it's a bit more obvious. We have rear lights, and we have headlights, and we have an inner light. Just to fix the bits that have fallen off. And yeah, this, yeah, that's just come off there, it's fine. Live there, no. Where have they come from? Now you have two bits left over, and I have no idea where they're on. An argument could be made that if I can't see where they're from, they can't obviously not that important. But, you know, part of me would like to know what they came off. No, but no, I definitely can't see anything obvious. But there we go. So yeah, that's Mustang lighting kit. And at some point I may find out where that piece came from. Well, there we are. And give it a bit of power. And knock this off. Yeah. There you go, in the dark. So you have the headlights, and you can see that red glow of the engine. Make out the interior somewhat, and we have the rear lights. And that is the Mustang with lights.